to the Marketing 101 for Small Business Owners podcast. This is part of our special show, the Moco Business Buzz, where I get to interview local business owners, give them an opportunity to share about themselves, their services, and then also talk about some marketing successes and struggles they're having. So today, I'm so excited to have with me Sarah Broder. So Sarah, please introduce yourself further and let us know about who you are and where you work.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Sarah. I am an attorney at Stein Sperling in Rockville. And of course, our big marketing claim to fame is that we have a huge building on the side of 270 with our name on it. So hopefully you've seen us before and you can feel free to wave to me. Um, while not a direct business owner, I am a member of the firm and I've been there for about 2.5 years, but it's definitely my long-term place to be and I love being there. I practice in estates and trusts and I have a tax background as well, but our firm really offers a variety of legal services, tax law, litigation, personal injury, business, real estate, kind of you name it. And we just have a great group of attorneys. I think we're over 60 attorneys now, but it really does
Oh,
feel like a family. It's very close. I know everybody that, all the attorneys that work there, which is really nice. And from a marketing perspective, it's really nice to be at a larger firm because it does
mhm.
have more resources and allows me to do more targeted marketing to the kind of groups that I would like to work with.
Okay, perfect. And do you, I know, you know, organizations like law firms, real estate agencies have individual agents. And I imagine, like a law firm, you're an individual attorney. So are you responsible for gathering your own clients? Or do people call and then assign cases to you? Or is it like a combination of both?
That's a great question. It is a combination of both, but I do generate a lot of my own clients, and I like to do it that way because it's more personal. I
Mhm.
have a relationship with the client or with the referral source already, and it really does help to build the relationship and the rapport, which makes the attorney-client relationship much better.
Oh, okay, awesome, awesome. That I like that flexibility. It's almost like a balance between you having your own flexibility and creativity, and being able to go after people you like, but then having that stability to know that you've got some. You're not out of the job. You've got some clients coming in from the company as well. So that's a good balance.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. All right, so now we'll get into the marketing questions. So I know that I'm sure the company has their own marketing efforts that they do. Is there any marketing stories you have, some successful things that you have tried that has worked and got you where you wanted to be?
Yeah, I think maybe not directly related to the firm, but it's more of a personal marketing struggle and accomplishment. You know, if you talk to me, my husband makes fun of me all the time for this because if you talk to me before COVID, I was not a people person. I'm a complete introvert, and nobody now would guess that. But I really do like being by myself. I like being at home and kind of, having a nice relaxing time, maybe with one or
Yeah.
two people. But being in a big group was never my favorite thing. I never liked talking in front of groups. And then COVID hit, and the minute I became isolated was the minute I wanted to be around everybody. And I'm sure I'm not alone in that, but it
Yep.
really has stuck with me. So I actually changed jobs during COVID and I interviewed in my home office where I am right now, which was very weird.
Okay.
Um, and that shift from my old firm to this new firm made me really want to connect with my new colleagues, made me want to, introduce myself to the community as being part of this firm. And that propelled me, whether or not I was uncomfortable in it, to get myself out there. And
Yeah.
I really made an effort, to socialize with my colleagues. And I found that I really enjoyed connecting with people more than I had appreciated before COVID. And that has really led me to enjoy marketing. And I hope to share that with some of the younger attorneys at our firm and with anybody else that's struggling to push themselves to get themselves out there because it's hard to market yourself. It's hard to
Yeah.
sell yourself when you don't feel like you want to be salesy.
Yes.
But you have skills that you can offer to other people who might be in need of those skills. So, really, what I've learned through this whole process is that it's about personal relationships. It's just about connecting with other human beings. You don't even have to talk about what you do for a living. If somebody likes you and you like them, you can probably work together really efficiently, and it's going to be a good relationship.
Yeah.
And better than one that, you're cold calling somebody and they don't know you and they have no idea who you are, right?
Yeah.
So through that experience and just, making myself go to networking events when I didn't really want to, or making myself do presentations when I really didn't want to, has really broadened my horizons, and I've come to really love it.
Yes, I've definitely had a similar journey. I lean more towards the introvert side. I could never you could never stop me from being alone. But there's times where I don't want to be around a lot of people. But then there's times where I'm just like, give me a couple people.
Right.
Not just alone. And I resonate really with the whole not wanting to be salesy thing. So once we're out there, we finally got over that, we're getting out there, we're meeting people and we're engaging. It's how do we have conversations without being pushy and salesy. My philosophy, which I try to do, is just have the conversation, share what I do, give them the opportunity. If somebody asks questions and opens the door, great, I'll start the conversation. Otherwise, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be buggy, but I
Right.
have a business to run too. So
Yeah,
it's a
it's a
balance.
delicate balance. And I think working with a marketing department at our firm is really helpful. And working with a marketing professional in general is helpful because it's a good place to bounce your ideas, right? Sometimes I have ideas, and my marketing director's like, nope, it's not going to work. And then sometimes, I try something that maybe other attorneys have tried and it didn't work for them, but maybe it works for me. And it really is dependent on your personality too and what you feel comfortable doing. Um, and marketing is just, it's so flexible. All you need
Yeah,
sometimes is just something with your company's name on it to be a conversation starter. And then you kind of, you don't have to be the one to say, hey, this is what I do. Oh, that's a really cool umbrella. Where'd you get that? Oh, it has my firm name on it. Look at that, from our swag bag.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So yes.
so yeah, it's really fun. I imagine doing marketing all day is really a blast.
I do appreciate the different, because my clients are so different. I don't have just like one niche. I have a lot of different clients in different industries. So to have the opportunity to come up with so many different creative ways to get messages out, it's fun. And just like you're saying, even when you're just one business, like you're saying, you're presenting different options that maybe your marketing team didn't like, but just to be able to go through that experience and think about, okay, what can I do to promote the company, promote myself, get this out there. It's fun.
Yeah. And
So,
something that's interesting as part of the bigger firm is I'm not just marketing myself, right? I'm also marketing the other people at my firm because there are often things that I can't do, but I know and I'm confident because I've had the opportunity to connect with the other people in my firm that they are capable of doing it. So it's great to be able to say, I can't help you, but I know exactly who can. I can make the introduction for you. And that's something that we really stress and encourage in our firm because we do have so many practice areas that they're not you're not going to walk into a room and find every potential personal injury client, right? Hopefully not.
no,
And but you might walk into a room and somebody's a business owner, somebody has real estate investment properties, somebody has a litigation issue, and you can help all those people. And it's really nice to be able to offer the gamut of services, and even people not in my own firm. I like to market for other people that I know and trust too, and that's one of the benefits of networking in general is getting to know professionals who are kind of tangentially related to what you do so that you
yeah,
can offer more resources for your clients.
yes, yeah. Building part. That's a lot of things. What networking is not just getting sales, but it's building those relationships, making connections, and finding ways to be helpful.
Right. And they don't teach you that in school. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no. I tried. Now, if you ever see, because we have the privilege of getting to network together through the chamber.
Hmm.
uh, and so hopefully you'll see some opportunities where I'll actually just try to bring my kids in there, to different networking events to get them exposed to the conversations and the way we interact. And because they are, all three of them, I have three kids, and all three of them have a little bit of entrepreneurial little gist in them, my daughter especially. And so giving them the opportunity to get that exposure is it's good.
Oh, it's so good. And it gets them comfortable talking to people they don't know, which is,
Yeah.
I mean, my son's 5. I'm sure your your children are a little older if they're more entrepreneurial, but um, even my 5-year-old, he'll walk down the street, and because we do it, he walks down the street and says hi to everybody. And he wants to talk to everybody.
Nice.
And I was never like that when I was a kid, and I think that really contributed to my tendency to want to be alone. And I think he really likes to be part of the crowd and talk to people and get to know and make new friends, and which is going to benefit him, I hope, in the long run.
Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you. Do you have anything else you want to add to our conversation in terms of some of the marketing struggles you had before as well?
Now, I think my biggest marketing struggle was just an internal hesitancy to get out of my house. And, also I think maybe a lack of confidence in my own abilities, right? Everybody I think struggles with imposter syndrome at some
Yeah.
point, and I'm a classic overachiever, so I never feel like I've hit that level. And once you kind of feel comfortable in your skills and that you know that you can help somebody, that helps with marketing too. And that's been a struggle that I'm slowly overcoming. But
Yes.
yeah, I never want to think I'm perfect, which is that's the opposite problem, right?
That's a whole podcast in itself, is
Yeah.
just get to that level where you're comfortable and confident enough in yourself to just be yourself.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and it works. Yes, awesome. Well, please share, how can people get to know you better? Do you have a social media profile that you use often, or would you like to share how to get in touch with the company as well?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So I wish I could say I was good at social media. I'm not, but I do exist on social media. So probably Facebook is the best way to find me. You just search my name, Sarah Broder, and Stein Sperling's website has all of my contact information on there, including my direct phone number and my email. So if anyone has any questions about estate planning or any other area of law and want to know if we can help you, I'd be happy to answer those. Or if you have any questions just about this podcast, I'd also be happy to answer those. And I am a member of the Olney Chamber of Commerce and do a lot of
Yeah.
work there. And I live in Olney and love it here. So I'm around town all the time. You'll probably see me with Stein Sperling swag on, walking all over the place. Easy to
Awesome.
find me.
And I'm glad you've got out of the house and that we got to meet.
Yes, me too.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And you guys keep listening. We'll have some more interviews coming up. On Wednesdays, we have our regular marketing content where I share some good marketing tips and advice every single week. So, Sarah, again, thank you so much for your time and coming here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Take care.